Welcome back to another episode of the Drop Back Podcast. I am Bradley, as always, joined by my co-host Zane. And if you missed last episode, we did part 2 of grading NFL grades or NFL draft grades. So if you haven't already listened to it, go give that a listen. But how are you doing today, Zane?
I'm doing pretty good, Last week of draft stuff, at least for this cycle, so we figured we'd joke around to a 2025 mock, which I think they're fun and silly. There's no real serious to these. Um, I'm sure none of these pick are going to be correct, but it's always fun to go look back. I'm sure we'll go look at it next year and just laugh. Um, Actually, we're already talking about it. Some of where like the positions are for teams. I was like, they did the Titans so dirty.
Yeah, they did. Like the Raiders, Broncos, I can understand, but Panthers at 1, I don't know. I think there are way worse teams out there than the Panthers.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but we are done with 2024 draft,
Yes,
but we will
officially.
still obviously talk about them.
I'm sure they'll
Um,
come up at least a couple times, especially during preseason stuff,
yeah,
once videos drop and everything.
yeah. Or did you see that clip of Xavier Worthy dropping his
Oh,
first
yeah, how he
pass?
can't catch?
Yeah, and people
Yeah,
are like already making that a massive like deal.
it was already a massive deal in college. I just
No,
don't think
no,
people.
it is. Yes, I agree with you. Like he's not the best. Like
His hands aren't
he's
the greatest. They never
yes.
were.
I
He fits in
don't.
with the Chiefs room well.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. Oh, that was a shot at the
Yeah.
Chiefs right there. But I'm not the biggest fan of Worthy. But I you have to give him more time. He just got with this team 2 weeks ago
Yeah.
now, so it's just like just give it time.
Oh, I agree with you. As much as I dislike Worthy, it's way too soon to react. Because look at Jamar Chase. Everybody's like, "Oh, he's gonna be a bust." Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
When he was dropping catches. I'm not saying he's gonna be Jamar Chase, but like give the player time. I'm not his biggest fan either, but like you're still learning your quarterback still, and your quarterback's still learning you. Like it takes time.
Yeah,
So
and
it's not much
and
more.
and put yourself in that position. Wouldn't you be nervous as heck going into rookie training camp?
He looked nervous, dude. I'll say that.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. People just don't look at NFL players enough, rookies, veterans, all of them, enough, and just realize they are actually humans, and they're not
Yeah.
just like not humans. I don't even know what people would think of
Yeah.
just football players, not humans. So they still have nerves and other things like
Yeah, they
that.
still got all these nerves and everything. Like, come on, give them some time.
Yeah.
Do you want to get into this?
Yeah. Actually, do you want to talk about the Ezekiel Elliott signing?
Oh,
And
yeah, I forgot about that. Um,
yeah.
I liked it actually. I don't know. That was one of my bigger issues with the Cowboys, remember? Because like they didn't sign a running back, and I'm like, or draft one or anything, and I'm like, what are y'all doing? And they bring in Zeke. I'm like, I can get behind that at least for this year,
Yeah.
especially because next year's group is just wow.
Yeah. Uh, Bringing in Zeke back, it doesn't move me or anything. It's just like a smart move from them because they have to have a running back, and you already have. He's been on your team before, so
He knows the system. He knows how to
yeah,
play it. It's good. To me, it's
yeah,
good.
yeah. Um,
So how do you want to do this draft? Odds, evens,
yeah. Let's
pretty
just do
much.
it how we've been doing our mock drafts.
Yeah. And if, of course, if y'all are a odd pick, because I have no clue. If y'all are an odd pick, I'll let you have them, and I'll just take the next pick or something.
All right, all right. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, so I'll do odds, you do evens.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was doing the research already, and of course, with them losing Brian Burns, edge kind of just fits the Panthers so very well. And the guy I've been hearing a bunch of raves about is James Pierce Jr. from Tennessee. I don't
Dude, he's a
like he's the
dog.
only guy that I really like research, and I guess people love him. Um, so that's where I'm going for one. I
Yeah,
just think that's their biggest need. If they are in a top 10 position, they probably will go edge rusher. At least in my opinion right now, it seems like the case because I didn't feel like they filled the hole well enough. So gonna go with James Pierce Jr. here, number
yeah. I
one.
think he's a phenomenal player.
Yeah, he
But
has. He's yeah.
he got sat down a lot against J.C. Latham. Like, shout out
Interesting.
to Latham.
That's your boy right there too. So both
No, no.
your Tennessee guy, and then
And then the Alabama guy that I love.
yeah, which is crazy that Tennessee player likes anybody from Bama. To be honest.
Yeah, I mean, as as just watching them, yeah, I'll like whoever. But whenever, like for example, I love watching Lamar Jackson, but I
Completely
hate
understandable.
the Ravens.
Yeah, I don't really
But
have
the
that big of a beef.
Titans, I feel like this is a very unrealistic spot for the Titans here,
Yes,
unless just everything goes downhill.
Levis
Like you're
gets
talking,
hurt.
you're talking
Everybody,
3 to 4
Houston gets
wins.
hurt. Yeah,
I don't, and they got better this year. What was their thought process?
it's just the betting odds is what everything's based on right now.
Oh, this is
I'm
the
not a fan
bet.
of it.
This is the betting odds.
Yeah,
Okay. Um, I feel like the Titans here would go. I would say receiver. Yeah, I'm going with the receiver because D Hop is older. Calvin
yeah.
Ridley,
This is
Burks.
where
Yeah, I'll go
Burks
with
didn't work
Burden.
out. Yeah,
Yeah,
Burden's
yeah.
the perfect pick.
Burks hasn't really shown anything.
Okay, there's nothing on him here, but dude, Burden is he's the one wide receiver I watched in 2025. He is legit.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, no, I love that pick actually, to be honest.
yeah, because D Hop will be old.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't truly have a number one receiver right now.
I mean, I'd say D-Hop is, but he's just old.
Yeah, he's like falling. He's like a right now. I would not want him as my wide receiver one. I'd want him as my like wide receiver two.
Yeah. Which I mean, that's fair. I think the entire team just had kind of a weird year though. So I don't know. I'm interested to see how it goes this year. I still think wide receiver is probably their biggest need right now. I know Titans fans were all upset they didn't take a receiving threat early, but y'all fixed up the roster, so there was
Yeah,
nothing you really needed to do.
Latham was a great pick. So
He was a great pick. Second round, they had a who'd they pick second round? Oh
Sweat.
no, that was a bad pick. I was gonna say they had a good second round pick too, but just kidding. Okay, so Patriots. It says we need edge, corner, and D tackle. Personally, I still disagree, and I'm going on the thought process of tackle's still not going to work out, and we're still going to need one of 2025. The guy who's been my number one as of right now is Will Campbell. Because we watched we both watched Jaden a lot. I watched him block for Jaden. He was doing phenomenal. I think actually
Yeah,
both him and Emory Jones will end up in the first round of the
LSU has
draft.
an incredible offensive line.
They do. And to me, he's number one. Banks is close to. Green's a third, and then probably Emory, and then him. Like that's my early, at least. Um, that's just my early prediction. I think Campbell's the best one though, and I think the Patriots will need a left tackle. Campbell secures that. Left tackle's on. We're good.
Uh,
But yeah, that's my thought process at least for anybody questioning it.
no. Yeah, I think that's a good pick. So wait, they took team needs like Oh, like if that team drafted, like the Broncos, for example, don't need a quarterback because Bo Nix is their quarterback.
They'll probably stick with Nix no matter what this next year, though. First round pick, you're going to stick to him.
Yeah, unless Sean Payton
Unless he,
gets fired.
yeah, I don't think that happens though. I think he's another year out from that.
Yeah. Um, Broncos, I would trade down.
Yeah.
At 4,
Frankly, if
are we
I'm
doing
any of these
trades?
teams, I would trade down.
Are we doing trades?
We can do trades. I'm not against it. I just don't know what we trade, you know?
Yeah, that is so fair though. I'll take I'll take Walker from Kentucky.
I have not
I've seen
watched
him
him.
a little bit. He's
Yeah.
been all right. Um, I think he had a
Wow.
really good game against Tennessee this year too.
I remember people talking about him already in the draft process, saying he could potentially end up going one because he's that good. So I'm excited to see what happens here with him. Oh wow, they did quarterbacks dirty. Quinn Ewers just doesn't exist. He's a scroll down though, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, who?
Quinn Ewers, he's just not even on the top
Wait,
six
what
of the
team does he
quarterbacks.
play for?
Texas.
Oh, wait, yeah.
To me, there's
Oh,
only like
wait,
three guys
yes.
who could go round one right now. So
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
assuming you're
quarterback for the
going.
Raiders makes sense, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just which one? I like Beck. I frankly, hold on, let me look at my
Carson
rankings.
Beck, he has a weird face, but he is a
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, that's exactly how I'd put that. He,
He is really good.
yeah, I would go back probably at one. Ewers is honestly my two right now. Then Sanders. I think that Sanders is so overrated though.
Oh, Sanders is.
Yeah,
Milrow's
first
really good.
Milrow's underrated for sure. I think he's late one right now for me.
Yeah,
I
but
think I'm
he's
going
an
Beck.
Alabama quarterback.
True. Yeah, I think Beck for me ends up being my
Yeah.
one. Wow, they have another guy that's dirty. Can I even scroll? Is there a scroll?
Wait, you can't even scroll on this?
Oh, can I go? Oh, I can.
Oh,
That works.
98
That's dirty. That is
after the
so.
year that he had?
That's crazy. I mean,
That's
he got
crazy.
hurt for part of the year, but he was still a dog.
Yeah, no, I know. Like, he was still putting up
I
some
I
good
think
numbers.
Ewers
He
is the second.
toasted
Actually,
Alabama's defense, too.
Ewers has the highest ceiling of the group. He's just got to get his mechanics down.
Yeah.
I think
Uh,
Beck is probably the most pro ready. He'll fit right into the offense they want. So
yeah, Giants taking quarterback because there's
Daniel
already reports, even before the season starts, there's problems between Jones.
Daniel Jones or whatever neighbors said.
Yeah.
Who do you think for quarterback?
I think. I don't know. I'm going to go with. It's between Milrow and Sanders.
Not even Ewers.
Or okay, yeah, but
I I I, I respect all three, frankly.
I'll just go with Ears or
Uh, Ewers,
however you
yeah,
say that name,
yeah. I don't even know.
the
I
proper
I think
name.
that's a good pick. Honestly, he fits the system. He's like exactly what Daniel Jones was supposed to be. Like he's the archetype, so they know what to do right with him. That's a good pick. Honestly. Oh, okay. I have a weird question because I didn't actually. Hold on, let me look him up. Harold Perkins, I remember coming into the year, everybody was raving about him for linebacker. Is he like that? Or am I just dumb?
Um, I LSU's defense was really good, but like I don't know like college players' names as much as like I do NFL guys. Cause like I'll
Yeah,
watch college and I'll just sit there and watch it, but like I'm not really paying attention.
there. Oh, that's what I forgot about. We both, I think, just forgot about him. Uh,
Oh, I know who you're thinking of.
yeah,
Travis Hunter.
yeah. It's not gonna let me do Colorado. Okay, my computer's just not wanting me to type. Yeah, I think Travis Hunter. I mean, in my opinion, corner is just such a big need on their board, and I don't like any of their corners right now. Um, so this would probably be a pick that changes. I think they end up maybe making a playoff run, so they'll be way later than there actually are. But I still think
Wait,
corner's
a
a huge
playoff run
hole.
this year?
Potentially, yeah. I think they filled all the holes on the roster outside of corner, which I did think they grabbed some nice corners if I remember from when we were doing the grades on them. Um, Let me check that real fast.
Yeah, I think they got two. Maybe?
Maybe they did. Who did the Cardinals draft? Draft recap. That's perfect. Thank you, Cardinals. Never thought I'd say that. So they drafted Marvin. They drafted D line. Milton in the second. Okay. Yeah, corner, maybe not. And then Elijah Jones in the third, and a safety. It's definitely defense for me though, right now. It's that or tackle. I just think Travis Hunter's probably gonna be top 10. It's just like, hold on. Let's look at the board.
Just where?
Yeah, for sure where. Man, actually that's rough. Yeah. Um, I don't know. I is who's the D tackle? I haven't watched these guys yet, and I'm sorry if y'all can hear the dogs. They bark at TVs all the time. I just I'm just gonna do Travis Hunter. I feel like he fits. So Travis Hunter there at 7.
Yeah.
I think he'll end up being a top 10 pick anyway.
Commanders. I think you go receiver here.
Receiver. Okay, I don't hate it.
Yeah. Go with the Ohio State guy at 10. He was supposed to go in this round, but he opted out of this draft.
Yeah, he was supposed to be an early second rounder, I believe. Like he was like on that cusp, and so he's like, I'm just gonna go back so that I can submit as a first rounder. Which, frankly, I think he would have ended up going round 1, but good call on his part, not risking it in a stat class and going
Yeah,
to a bad
and
one.
Andy has a year to like not be behind Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, so Buka right there. Okay. Um, how was Carter? I'm gonna look up Carter. I said I researched some guys, but clearly I didn't research the right ones. Let me look up Carter real fast because that's where I'm thinking of going is edge because I still feel like that's probably their top need. That or probably still tackle. Frankly, I still don't like their tackle room. I also thought about Shadur here, but I don't know. Let me see.
Since this
Tackle.
is
They probably trade back right here, honestly. But
yeah, I don't yeah.
I don't know. I like Kelvin Banks here, honestly. I think that's where I'm gonna go. Kelvin Banks out of Texas at tackle for them at 9. I know they went tackle round 1 this past year, but they really don't have a great offensive line, and I think we'll still see that again. It's just bad offensive line play, so they're gonna want to fix it.
Yeah, and and hopefully they do something at quarterback. They got Rattler. I was actually
Yeah,
watching the Tennessee and South Carolina game, and he looked like a NFL quarterback. He
I
looked
that's
so
that's why I didn't pick
comfortable.
Shadur. That is actually why I didn't pick Shadur was because I was just like, I'm just gonna say Rattler wins the job and like has like he just gets it for the year, and so they're just stuck with him.
Yeah, And honestly, I don't mind giving Rattler half of this year and then
I
next
agree.
year
Yeah, I
because the
think he could
Saints
win
are.
it from Derek Carr.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
Carr, but dude's
I do
not
too.
not the same.
Yeah, he's just not the answer anymore.
No, unfortunate, but he's not.
Um, I'm going Vikings this year. You got to focus on defense because their offense is pretty well.
Yeah,
Like they have everything on offense. It's just what can JJ McCarthy do? So I'm going with Will Johnson out of Michigan.
he's a dog. He is an absolute dog on the field.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did you watch much of him yet?
I have not, but
He's
I did watch the playoff games, and I'm like trying to remember, like if I.
when they were on him, they weren't catching the ball. When it was the other guy, that's when people caught the ball.
Mm-mm.
I promise you, he's going to be good. Him, Benjamin Morris, and Travis, dude, the top three of this class, people are going to be very happy with. Oh, I forgot about Patrick Graham or Mason Graham. Oops.
Um, I thought this draft class was supposed to be like crappy.
It's kind of crappy, kinda. It's
Hmm.
like it's just not as good as this year.
Yeah, because I feel like this year, like every first round talent, some are like gonna be really good in the NFL.
None of the QBs in this group would have gone top. Actually, they might have gone first round because of how many were going, but they probably would have been QB five or like QB6 on people's boards for the
On the
most part.
Falcons board, they would have been QB1.
Oh yeah, easily. I did you see the report? Kirk Cousins reportedly one of the reasons he left the Vikings was because they planned to draft a quarterback. He then went to a team that drafted a
Yeah,
quarterback.
I did see that. That's just crazy.
Falcons, what are y'all doing? Don't mess with the
Like,
draft. By the way, I did look at the full draft board. No team has traded their first round pick as of right now. So it is straight up everybody has their own pick.
oh,
We haven't had that in a long
yeah,
time.
dude, I don't remember the last time that happened. Hold up,
It's been different since like 2020 at least. At least, I
I'm
believe.
gonna look that up.
When was the last time everybody had their own first round pick? That'd be honestly a good question. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and pick. I think because you remember they got rid of their corner, I like Benjamin Morris as well. Of course, there's no stats, so I can't pull anything up. I think he's a dog. I think he's better than Kevin Hart, who ended up in the fifth round, but I think that was a steal. Benjamin Morris, I think he's a dog. I think he ends up going to the Bucks here at 11. I think the Bucks are probably gonna have a later pick than this, though. I don't know. I like Benjamin Morris going here. I think he's just a great pick. Did you find it?
No, it's not like answering.
Dang.
Hold
It's
up.
not giving you anything, really, is it?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
trying to look it up. Yeah.
20.
20 what?
Okay, when was the last time? Okay, well, it's not answering my question. It's just
Oh,
like
of course.
telling you, like, the past few years, like, it's been, like, teams that traded.
Of course.
Okay, well, if you want to know that answer, I guess you just got to do your
Just
own
go Google it.
research. Yeah, Seahawks. Maybe they might finally draft a position they actually truly do need. If you go back to offensive or offensive, yeah, offense, and then go to offensive line
Which spot
and
on this?
or just tackles.
Okay.
And I'm going with the LSU guy, Jones.
Jones. Yeah. I like that. They have him so low, but he's better than that.
Yeah, like their offensive line was incredible this year.
Okay, here's my thought process with this next pick. I think Harold Perkins is a dog, and I think we're letting him and Mason Graham slip a little too far for my liking. Um, so I think Harold Perkins for the Colts is just perfect because they need, in my opinion, linebackers a bigger need. I actually wrote that as one of my three needs for them for the next draft, as of right now, at least. So I think Harold Perkins for the Colts would be perfect.
Yeah, like linebacker is such an underrated position.
It's the reason the Chiefs made the Super Bowl is because the teams they played against, linebackers,
Yes,
well,
except the Ravens
yeah, except
and
for the Ravens.
Niners. But the Niners, they lost Greenlaw.
Yeah.
Um,
Who do
the
you want for your Steelers?
Steelers. Wow, at 14. Go to. Can you go to wide receiver?
Yeah,
Thanks. Um, I'm just gonna go with the Arizona guy.
dude, I love that you did that pick because he's so good. Go look up his stats. If you haven't, go look up his stats. They're crazy.
I was here. Yeah, I'll look it up because I was questioning drafting him just because of Arizona.
Honestly, fair. Um, he's kind of nuts. I can't lie. Like I was watching
Six
his games.
five,
Yeah,
6'5", 209 pounds. Oh my gosh.
look, but the
1,400
stats.
yards, 10 TDs,
Mhm.
90 receptions. Wow. Okay.
He
He's
was
kind
like
of a
that
dog.
this past year. He was like that. I liked him. I was watching Jacob Cowing for a minute, and because he was from Arizona too, and then I was watching the guy on the other end of the field who looked huge compared to him. I was like, I don't even want to watch Cowing anymore. And so I just started watching McMillan. I'm like, McMillan is a dog. He's great though. Team needs a wide receiver. They're gonna be happy. Dude has all the measurables to like be a one, a dominant one.
Yeah, but he's a little undersized,
I
like
mean, it's a weight,
weight wise. Yeah.
but weight, that's fine. Like, there's a level of it that's fine, and there's a level of that's not. And I think he's in the fine spot. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with the Jaguars. I really don't. I'm thinking corner, but I'm just like, I don't know. I think corner kind of just fits. Edge doesn't really fit them. I think I'll
Yeah.
probably go corner. Burke's good, right? Like I genuinely outside of the top three, I kind of didn't really look.
Yeah.
I
I
think Burke's
think. Yeah.
he's good, right?
Um.
Like where do people
I
have him?
would have. I would have personally went offensive line here.
Thought about it. I just didn't know who to pick.
That's fair.
Ernest
Be-
Jones, I haven't watched. So okay, they have Burke at four. How about offensive line? Where do they have him? Yeah, some people don't even have him as like their top in their top six. So that's why I got a little concerned. Um, let me see. What do these people have him? That okay, he's not even on their list. Okay, I do want to say some of these guys might even go in this class. They could just go next year. So I
yeah.
wouldn't be shocked if Ernest ends up going next year, like the year after 2026. But I'll entertain it and I'll go Ernest Jones here.
Oh, you went offensive line. Oh.
Yeah, I did. Now there's really
Uh,
no offensive line for Browns.
but I am going with quarterback here.
Thank you.
because Deshaun Watson, after this season, will either I don't know what the Browns will do, but he will not be starting the year
I
next
yes,
year. The
yes.
year
I think he's going to play
after.
at the level he did this year, and they're going to draft a quarterback and start Dijon next year, and he's still going to suck, and they'll bring in somebody.
Yeah. And the Browns, yeah, let's I think I kind of think Sanders and Milrow kind of have the same play style,
Or so,
somewhat. Um,
somewhat.
but I'm going with Milrow here.
You're going to go with Milrow. All right.
Yeah, I just don't like Sanders. Like I just
I
don't think
at
he's
this point,
good.
yeah, you're preaching to the choir. I have been fully out on him. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan. Okay, the need isn't on here for the Rams, but D tackle, I think Graham is probably like the best D tackle. I kind of forgot he was
Did
in the class.
Who did they draft this year? The Rams.
Verse. Oh, and they draft Fisk. Ooh, okay. But Graham is like that good, so like if he's on the board, draft him. That's
Yeah,
kind of my standpoint.
and Michigan's defense was really good this year.
I watched him. He was insane. Dominant force. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Like I'm not even gonna think about it. It's where I'm going.
Okay, this is ridiculous. The
The glorious
Chargers have
Chargers.
better odds to have a better
It's
record than the Steelers.
hey, but
That's,
you're glorious King Herbert. I mean, come on now.
I mean, yeah. I'm just happy he's happy.
I don't
In
think he's great.
relationships,
No Bears.
you have to take losses. But
Sorry.
I'm gonna go. What receivers are still on the board?
Um, Stewart, Bond, probably my top two.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Stewart here.
Stewart's so good.
Oregon connection.
They didn't overlap at all. You know that, right?
No, no, I know, but like Herbert.
Had to make sure with you first.
Yeah, no, like Herbert got drafted in 2020, and he'd be coming out in 2025. So that means he'd have to
Stewart would
be in
have been
college
in
for
there. Yeah.
6 years.
Hey, you know, Penix did it. Jaden Daniels played against Herbert, so
He threw a touchdown pass to
Brandon
Brandon
Ayuk
Ayuk.
over what was his name? Over the Niners corner.
Ward.
Yeah, I think it was Ward, which is actually really funny.
Yeah, that's
Um,
crazy.
so crazy to think about. See, it shows how little we've done research for the next class so far, but I think edge kind of makes the most sense for the Bears. And I think Carter out of Penn State. Penn State's been pumping out the edge rushers left and right lately, so Carter's probably going to be a dog. And I mean,
Yeah,
they have him ranked sixth, and they need an edge rusher, so that's my thought process
yeah.
with that.
And honestly, we're doing this because it's fun, something to do.
Yeah, it's something for us and maybe y'all to laugh about. At least laugh at maybe us afterward and later. So
Yeah, because it's just like whenever this, I'm planning on watching more college football this year.
I am too.
So hopefully I'll know a lot more about these guys than I do right now. Whenever the next draft comes.
We're gonna be on it next year. Our rankings are gonna be so exact that the even the players, like we're gonna guess the pick. All of our picks are gonna be correct for like the top 100. Just wait, it's gonna be crazy.
And this mock draft will be correct. Every
Yeah,
single
completely.
one. Um Falcons, Sanders. Bring in another.
I
No.
thought you were serious. I went to click the button. I'm gonna be totally honest. Oh man, Sanders is falling.
uh, dude, they have. Okay, this is aggravating to see right here.
Oh, I'm a little aggravated. So
Like just looking at, they have the Jets at
I've been a little
23.
aggravated.
That's more understandable than the Chargers at 18. I'm a Chargers fan. I'll cheer for the Chargers if they're not versing the Steelers, but at 18 is a little insane.
The Bears is to me right now. The Bears right now is getting a little overhyped, and I'm a little over it.
I wouldn't. I can understand the hype, like people hyping them up, but I'd only be hyping up their offense. Their
Fair.
defense has not changed at all.
It's pretty meh.
But I do not trust their coaching. So,
No, I don't either.
but the Falcons, I think you finally bring in an edge rusher, and you bring in the Texas A&M guy down. Oh wait, no, the Old Miss guy. Never mind.
Kinsley, no, I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
even gonna try.
yeah. That's why I just said the Old Miss guy. I was like,
Yeah, old Miss guy. Um, yeah. There's not much to say because I haven't watched him. I knew like the first 18 players, kind of, but past that, it's just like, eh, he's good,
yeah.
right?
Um,
I'm curious if quarterback, like, oh, okay, I know where Sanders can go. I think we might have the same thought process if you see it.
oh, I see it.
Yeah, okay, all right, good. Um, to me, Dolphins didn't really fill out their line on either side of the ball like I would have liked. I'd like Donovan Jackson, and I'd also like Walter Nolan as a defensive tackle because who are you really replacing? Who they lose?
Wilkins
Yeah, who
Christian
are you
Wilkins.
replacing Wilkins with? Like, so to me right now, their biggest issue is right here at defensive tackle. So I'm gonna go with Walter Nolan. I wouldn't hate guard here though. To me, both is kind of a need. Yeah, I'll leave it
Yeah.
to you.
Packers.
They're gonna pick something dumb.
Yeah.
They always do. Not something dumb, something weird.
Yeah, like a non-projected first round pick.
That ends up being insanely good. Like it works every year.
Yeah, yeah. They just like they
I
know how to
respect it.
cook with like the draft.
They really do, and it gets annoying, but it's good respect.
Yeah. Um. Wait, can you not scroll down?
Oh no, it's not letting me.
Oh, dang. Okay.
I can go
Well,
position by position. What's thinking?
I was thinking corner.
Okay.
Actually, you said the running back class
Yes.
was good this year.
I
Actually,
okay.
go to
Well,
running back.
I will say they do have Jacobs right now.
Yeah, they do, but he's like 26. Wait, he's only 26. Yeah,
Um, these four, all four of the top four, in my opinion, Judkins, Gordon, Henderson, Hampton, any of the four, I could see end up being a first rounder.
Gordon is a phenomenal.
Dude,
Like, I
yes,
think he led the NCAA in
he did.
rushing this year.
He had 1,800 yards.
Yeah. Um, actually, go back to corner. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I
Um,
thought I understood the thought process completely, honestly.
I said I forget Jacobs is on that team and Aaron Jones is on the Vikings all the time.
Yeah,
I say you just go with the Washington guy.
the Washington guy.
Yeah, Price off.
Sure, he's got a cool name. That means he'll work,
Yeah,
right?
and that's why I'm drafting him because this is a Packers like.
Such a Packers drought. I thought I heard the Ohio State guy, so I just mentally went there, and I was like, oh, that's not what you said. I could have fun with this pick.
Wait, was
I
this
could have.
the team that you were thinking of?
No, it was not. I was thinking Dallas.
Uh, of Dallas, yeah.
I could have so much fun with this pick. I'm trying to decide if I want to do it. Rogers didn't say he's close to retirement, did he? Has that come out yet?
No. But they also
Who's
did draft Jordan Travis. So I feel
Yeah,
like
but
they won't draft a first round quarterback until they give Travis a chance.
he was a seventh round pick or six or whatever. So like, why?
Hey, why did they give Brady a chance?
Fair, fair. Well, because Brady, it was mid-season, but that's completely different than this. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to decide on this pick. I'm sorry. It's actually, you know what? I'm doing it. It's for the laughs anyway. I'm gonna do Shadur Sanders. Rogers retires after tearing his Achilles after the first play this year, and yeah, they just need a quarterback. So Shadur Sanders is a Jet, and he ends up
That's
being a
fair.
bust, which would be even better. That's
yeah,
hating. I know it's
yeah,
hating,
the
but like
player you don't like and the team you don't like.
it's
um,
generational hating right now.
Also, we brought up Brady. Did you ever like? I know I texted you last night. Did you ever look at the
I saw
roasts?
I saw clips, but I didn't get to watch the whole thing because I've been studying all day. Um, but
Yeah,
I saw some clips from it. They
I was
were
just watching
foul.
it or listening to it in the background. Oh, like I couldn't believe that this was live and they were allowing these jokes.
Some of the jokes, I'm like, that's crazy.
Like it was insane. The amount of times they brought up Aaron Hernandez.
I that's the that was a little too far. Like the first one, or maybe not the first one. There were two of them that were fine. Then the other two, I was like, come on now.
It was just insane.
Yeah.
And
The
Brady made a joke.
the
It
Brady
was
one was fine. The Brady Hernandez joke was fine. That was very broad. That was fine.
yeah,
The
but no, he
skull
made
joke
another.
was
He made
crazy.
he made a 9/11 joke
I oh
to Drew Bledsoe.
I won't lie, I laughed out loud at that joke.
Did you hear that joke?
Yes, that was I think that
It
was one of my
was
favorite ones.
so funny. It
The
was so
girl who
funny,
did
but
the
it was
roast was
so
good too.
terrible.
Yeah, like the girl who came up, she was actually really good. I'm not even gonna
Oh yeah,
lie.
no, she was like I had no idea like
No,
who most of these
I was
people
like,
were.
respect. The bald head dude, that was he had a joke that I was like, okay, I know Brady came up there as a joke saying never say that again, but like that
That
was kind of come on now.
it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like it was a joke that like was too far, but it was like also like caught me off guard, and I was like what?
There were so many of those jokes.
Yeah,
The Jets joke, dude. Oh, now you got me thinking about that one. That one was so bad.
it was so bad. I was watching it, and I was
But it's
like,
sad. It's so true.
I I was like, where is Brady going with this joke? And then I was like, oh my gosh.
It's so like accurate, and that's why I
But,
laughed. I was like, oh
yeah, I
man,
know.
no,
There was a
Brady.
theory, or not a theory, but like people, I was scrolling on TikTok. This was a while back. People were like, if 9/11 never happened, we would have never gotten Brady
There
because they
was a
had to
chance we
move.
didn't get Brady. Yeah.
Well, because they had to move this like a game back.
Mm-mm. It was that. I
Um,
think it was that. No, it wasn't that game. But they had to move it around, and then it ended up happening that way. Yeah.
yeah, and the NFL season started later, so I don't know.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's crazy. Um,
I've
but
had
yeah,
one
we can
joke
get
I
back
thought of.
to this.
I can text it to you later, though.
All right, all right. Um, Texans, they're all in right now.
They
They're
really
going
are.
all in,
They don't really have many
and
holes in the roster, do they?
no,
Even
um,
wide receiver and corner, I'm looking at them like they just fixed those needs. Even next year, I
yeah,
think they're going to be fine.
yeah. I'm just like I don't know why they don't sign like Jordan Poyer or like Gilmore. Just like get some veteran ship in the
I
locker
wouldn't
room,
hate
you
it.
know?
Wouldn't hate it at all. Gilmore Gilmore's taken a step back, but to have him on the roster, he's just such a
Yeah,
mentor to players. He'd be good to have.
and the Texans are so young, so I think that would be a very smart investment for them.
Yeah. They
Um,
did their first pick, I think, was a corner too. So I mean,
yeah, they didn't
yeah,
have a
actually it
first
was.
this year.
Their first pick, not first round pick.
Wait,
Claimed last year.
I thought the Vikings gave up their first this year to
No,
move.
it was 2 seconds and like a third or something.
Mm, dang. Well, I'm gonna go with Grant from Michigan
Like it.
because, yeah, their defensive line's one of the weaker groups
That probably is their honestly off the top of my head. That's probably their weakest group right now.
outside of edge.
Yeah,
That's like edge is good, and then defensive line.
yeah.
The
Okay.
Cowgirls
They're so known for doing this, and that's why I think it'll do it. They'll do it again. Because who do they have at running back next year? You know, like I. Okay, again, I think any one of these four could be a first round pick. Personally, from what I saw from Judkins this past year, I think he's probably the best of the group, and or him and Ollie Gordon are the best of the group. And I think Judkins is probably just slightly better as a prospect, not as a like just player right now. I take Ollie, but prospect wise, I think Judkins. And I think he fits what they need more. So I'm gonna go with Judkins here for the Cowgirls.
running back.
They always do it. I mean,
Yeah, that's a needle mover right there.
oh yeah,
Cowboys fans. Um, here you have to go defense.
I feel like yeah,
Yeah, you covered the corner need. I go linebacker. I would go with Carter here
I
out of
like this right now. By the way,
Clemson.
I saw him on the board. I'm like Carter. You were reading my mind.
You
That was a
have now
great pick.
two Carters on the team.
Yep. Maybe the one Carter won't be as much of an idiot off the field as the other Carter. Ooh, you.
Oh my gosh, this is disgusting.
Their needs are weird.
The
I don't like
spot they're in
anybody.
is like I'm
No,
guaranteeing right now the Bengals are having a top 10 pick in the next year's draft class.
I okay. As much as I love the Bengals, I see them more at 23 than I do at 27. I think they make the playoffs, just not this late of pick. They could completely surprise me, and I could be completely wrong.
You
I'm good
would
with that.
lose in the divisional round.
Well, yeah. Which okay, yeah.
There's
Um,
no way
I don't know.
that the Bengals. I don't know. I'm just a Bengals hater.
You are. You are. You're a complete Bengals hater. I can respect it. I'm just trying to figure out who I want to pick. It's either for me right now. It's either Edge. He switched schools. It's either Edge or it's uh honestly running back. You know what? I'm a Chase Brown fan. I'm picking Edge. I don't like any of the wide receivers left. So hey, surprise, surprise, Chiefs at 32. This didn't change at all. This should have gone. The Bills here is disgusting. Hold on. That is
Yeah, that's
gross.
crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy work. Come on now.
So they
28
basically just think the NFL season is going to do exactly what.
last year did.
Yeah.
They don't want to lose money. The betting odds don't. So I guess they just leave it for like the last couple teams.
I mean, I guess that's fair. Um, Buffalo, what need do they not have?
Yeah.
Um, literally just you could scroll up and down and just click a random button and it'd probably be good for them. Um, but I think their biggest need is their corner room because I feel like corner is a very important position. It's one of the most important positions on the defensive side of the ball. Like I understand edge, yes, you have Von Miller and he's like 39. Um, but it doesn't matter how much pressure you get on the quarterback if you have solid corners. But edge also helps corner and corner helps edge.
It's
So
really like I'm not gonna say a double-edged sword, but if you have one really good like pass rush, your corners don't matter as much. But if you have one really good corner group, your edge group doesn't matter as much.
yeah. Um I'm actually gonna go with edge here.
With the edge, okay.
Yeah. Gonna go with I'm gonna go with Moore from Michigan.
With Michigan, we've got way too many Michigan to just go around one.
Jim
Who's the
Harbaugh's mock draft.
Yeah, this is. Oops. Sorry guys, it got leaked. Um okay.
I should name this. We should name this
The
the
Jim
title.
yeah, the Jim Harbaugh mock draft of 2025. I'm thinking right now. Their edge group isn't bad. I don't know why it says edge. D tackle they helped that too. Wide receiver to me they're still fine. Safety and quarterback. Quarterback I'm still going to believe in Goff. So that just leaves safety and for me that's Starks. That's just my thought process at least.
Yeah, yeah, their secondary was really bad, so that's a good pickup here. Um I say you go with the edge, another edge rusher here.
Okay.
Wait, no. Do they need edge? I feel like they
Eh,
do.
they kind of do. Their guards are bad. Their edge is not great. Linebacker could use help. That's the least the three I wrote down. I don't hate it though. So edge.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with edge from Penn State
Okay.
side.
Yeah. At this point, it's just like I don't know the player. Okay.
Yeah.
I do know this player. Denzel Burke out of Ohio State. I'm not gonna let him follow the Chiefs and then get another good corner because that would just be annoying.
Yeah, with
Um,
the last pick in this draft.
let's pick the first round. They will not be here. I hope. I don't think I can do another season of it. I don't want to hear next offseason. Can they go four in a row?
Okay, now coming from a Patriots fan now. Come on.
Like, okay, I'm a little hypocritical, but we never went. We never had that when I was really, really watching. So, cut me some slack. It was every other year with us.
Very true. Um I'm gonna go with the safety from Clemson down there.
Safety from Clemson. Ooh, good look. I don't even know how to. It's Andrew, and then I don't know how to pronounce.
Muckaba Muck
Mabuka? No,
Muka
no, not a K
Muka
at the end.
Muka Buka? I don't
Mukuba,
know.
Mukuba, or something. Sure. Andrew, out of Clemson. We're gonna say Andrew out of Clemson. I am so sorry to all. We don't know how to pronounce stuff. Um, that is the way too early, and I put emphasis on way too early. 2025 mock draft for us. See, the schedule
Yeah.
comes out in like a week, or not even a week, in like 2 days.
What comes out?
The schedules.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know. I'm not like the biggest. Like it's whatever. Like the schedule's coming out.
It means tickets go up though,
Yeah, that does mean that. But
which means planning the The J.J. McCarthy time.
Oh yes, planning the JJ McCarthy trip.
Um,
Our precious king is coming.
yes, it's coming. I was gonna say home, but just here.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like this first 11. I'm not gonna lie.
Hold up. How many Michigan guys are there?
Quite a
One,
few. One,
two,
two.
three, four.
I got five. Do I got five?
Oh, five. Wait.
One, two,
One, two.
three, four. Oh, I was counting. I counted an Ole Miss guy. Oops.
Mm.
There's a lot of Ole Miss guys on here too, though. This is pretty much like top ranked schools for the most part. I think it's really funny.
Yeah. It's no like Toledo.
No, shout out to Quinyon Mitchell. I'm sure there's going to be a couple of those guys that pull up though on the
Yeah.
draft. I didn't even see Donovan Edwards. Okay, pull out another Michigan guy. Donovan Edwards is also a great running back. This next group of running backs, dude. I will say that now. I'll put my foot down with that group. I'll put it on the hill. It's going to be the best it has been in like 5 years for the running back position. Like this group is going to be phenomenal for this, like for the NFL. I know the NFL is struggling with running back like contracts, but I think this group is going to help it because they're all going to be so great. The teams are going to actually start offering them stuff again. I don't know, maybe a
Yeah.
weird take, but I'll stick by it.
No, that's a solid take there. I just get multiple outlets reporting the Cowboys are interested in trading for Najee Harris.
Please no. Um,
Yeah.
I need his fantasy stock to actually. You know what? I wouldn't hate it. Who do y'all have at running back one then? Warren?
Jalen Warren.
I
He's
don't
a
really
dog.
love
I
that.
honestly think he's better than Harris.
As one, I don't like it, but as a two, I like him.
I like the Harrison and Warren combination. But them by themselves, I'd be a little worried.
Fair. Man, Patriots cut Nathan Rourke, our fifth string
Y'all,
quarterback.
y'all have
He put
four quarterbacks on
we
the
had
roster
five.
right now.
Yeah,
Five?
we had five. But now we have four. Four going into the training camp stages is fine though. Especially when we have two we like need to protect and the other two can just be used for throwing. I feel like that's fine. But he just posted thankful for the stint, the brief stint in Foxborough. Wish I could have stayed and competed longer. Wish everybody the best. Peace out. So respect. He wasn't even there for that long, but I respect him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like respectable to go on Twitter.
He just said peace out. And now number 13's open. So maybe a good player will take number 13. Last player we had wearing 13 wasn't so great. Well, okay. He was good. He just wasn't, you know. It was Jack
Who
Jones.
were number? Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm looking. We'll talk about the schedules, I'm sure, definitely next week because they'll come out and we'll actually know who everybody plays for sure and where. Patriots have like the roughest schedule.
Who do y'all play?
Okay, let me go. At home, the Jets, the Texans, the Chargers, the Dolphins, the Colts, the Bills, the Rams, and the Seahawks. At home. Away, the Cardinals, Dolphins, Bears, Bills, Bengals, Titans, Jets, San Fran, and Jags.
Dang.
Yeah, we're toast. Our betting odds are
hopefully
fair.
six. Hopefully 6 wins.
I fully expect four. I fully
Hey,
like.
at least you have expectations lower than higher.
I would rather start lower with this team right now. And it's not even like I don't like our roster. I just don't think we're gonna compete with Brissett starting at least half the year. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think Patriots finishing with a top five pick is pretty fair. We'll probably end up trading back, getting another pick for 2026 in the first round, and then picking later in the first and picking hopefully an offensive tackle, or maybe just sticking and picking Will Campbell or Banks or Emery or even Ernest. I don't care. Just fix the O line.
No.
What's the Steelers' schedule?
Um,
Do you know?
we play the Titans. I know.
Here?
No, away or at home. Oh, because I always look like whenever the season releases. I always okay. So we play at home: Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Chiefs, Chargers, Cowboys, Giants, Jets. Away, we play the Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Raiders, Broncos, Eagles, Commanders, Colts, Falcons.
Okay. I could see 7, 8,
What?
7, 8,
7, 8?
7 or 8,
Last year, in the past 2 years,
maybe
we
9.
are 4-1. No, 5-1 against the Ravens.
Okay. So yeah, maybe 8, 9 range as per usual.
Okay, well, I'm
No,
thinking of a 11-6 season.
yeah,
Let Russell Wilson cook.
I'm not a Russ fan anymore.
I'm not either, but I have to act
Fair. I had to act it with Mac Jones last year, so
it. Yeah, that's fair.
I still tried to believe the entire offseason. He looked like he got in shape and everything, and then bad QB play.
Um,
Yeah, I don't even know what else to say to that. It's just bad QB play. I
yeah,
guess you had
Mac
that too.
Jones.
We
Yeah, I
both
don't
kind of
think
had that.
Mac Jones. What?
I said we both kind of had that.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know. I wouldn't have minded if the Steelers would have brought in one of the quarterbacks and would have kept Kenny Pickett. Like bring in Fields and then keep Pickett.
Well, apparently he threw a fit, and that's why they just got
Yeah,
rid of him. Was that like true?
I mean, yeah, that's what the reports are saying. But like, I still would have been like, okay, dude, you still haven't proved anything.
Like, suck it up.
Right?
We drafted you. You're stuck with us.
Yeah, like he hasn't like
Earn the job.
taken any shots at Pittsburgh or anything. So
He's just a better dude, I guess. Maybe he's humble about it, or just nice about it.
yeah,
I will say, we had like we had two QB, we had two wide receivers in like the top 8. I don't think that happens with this next class, but yeah,
two receivers.
yeah, we had two. We had Luther and then Buka, both top 8.
Mm.
I don't see it, but hey, anything's possible.
Yeah, that is fair. Yeah, anything is possible, and especially in the NFL draft.
Anything's possible with the NFL in general. I'm just trying to now. I'm still so bugged about like when was the last time the draft didn't have a switch? Like when was the last time this happened where every team had their first round?
I feel like a team will give up like their first for a receiver this year.
Yeah, like the Cowboys trade away CD or Ayuk somehow ends up getting a first round trade. Something is gonna happen.
Yeah,
I don't know. I expect something. It's never gonna be perfect, so it is what it is. Um,
yeah. I don't think it will either.
yeah, I feel like yeah, I feel like that's where we kind of wrap it up though. I don't feel like there's much more to say, at least for this episode.
Yeah.
Um, So I just want to say thank you all for listening to another episode of the Dropback Podcast. Be sure wherever you're listening to leave a like, follow, subscribe, or comment. We always appreciate it. If y'all disagree with any takes or anything, let us know down in the comments below. As always, thank you all for tuning in. Hope y'all tune in the next one, and peace out.
Peace.